Hello, Times Crossword, let's go. Supporters missing top game. Nope. Donates rice crackers being kind. I think crackers is an anagram indicator for donates rice, and that gives considerate, which means kind. One fuming after bet knocked back. This is Etna. Etna is a volcano, hence one fuming, and then a bet is an anti, and knocked back is a reversal indicator. Nick right to be upset with old addict. Yeah, I think this is trouser. So to trouser is to nick, as in to steal. Right is RT, the abbreviation. To be upset is a reversal indicator. With old, O, the abbreviation, and addict, user. Joint squad carrying out visit to begin with. No. Traders here swapping cattle for sheep. Could swapping be an anagram indicator? Not for traders here, that's not enough letters. And nor are there the right number of letters in cattle for sheep. So, I don't know. Drug, finishing off naive novelist. This is green. Drug is E, ecstasy. Finishing off, or at the end of, naive, green. And then Graham Greene was a novelist. Broadcasters outstanding offering at Eisteddfod. Wow. And Eisteddfod is a Welsh poetry reading, I think, but I'm not getting that. First of comedians gets a lot of laughs. Yeah, this is cracks up. So first of comedians is the first letter of comedians. Gets a lot of is racks up, and then cracks up means laughs. Trap initially set a long time back, capturing night. I think this is snare. A snare is a trap. Initially set is the initial letter of set. A long time is era, and back is a reversal indicator. Capturing night. Well, N is the abbreviation for night in chess. So it's S plus reversal of era about N. Time taken to resolve complaint. Nope. Arrested by church, father turning red. This is cerise. So church is CE for Church of England. And arrested by CE, we've got father, sire, with turning being a reversal indicator. That gives cerise, which is a type of red, as in the colour. Case cracked, 500, held by French city authority. Gosh, no idea. Quickly reaching northern city. Yeah, this is Preston. So quickly is presto. Reaching or next to northern, N, the abbreviation for northern. And then Preston is a city in England. Speculator, one believing gold to be within his grasp. This is theorize. I was going to say theorizer, maybe theorist. So a theorist is a speculator. One believing is a theist, and gold is OR, the heraldic tincture gold. So OR within theist gives theorist, which is a speculator. Already looked at that. Model in sports car going under bridge. Wow, don't know. Leave this young fellow's hat. Nope. Investigation extinguishing parties. Revival. No. Gosh. Where to now? A setter's offspring, might one say. Well, a setter is a dog. Its offspring would be a pup, but that doesn't fit in with might one say. Time taken to resolve complaint. No. Supporters missing top game. This is rackets. So supporters are brackets, missing the top without the initial letter. That leaves rackets. Case cracked. That could be an anagram of case, which would begin ASCE. 500, probably D, the Roman numeral. Held by French city. Yeah, I wonder if this is ascendancy. So, case cracked is an anagram of case. 500 is D, held by French city. Well, Nancy is a French city. And then ascendancy is authority. Great, Y looks useful. Model in sports car. Well, a sports car could be an E-type because there was an E-type Jaguar sports car. In which case the whole thing means model. And bridge is the first 4 letters. Well, bridge isn't span, and I'm not thinking of anything which means model, which ends type, but I think this ending is probably correct. Criminal not masked, I've no idea. This is don't ask me. So criminal is an anagram indicator for not masked. And then don't ask me means I've no idea. No swearing about these descendants of the Vikings. Just wondering if this is Norse women. It fits the length of the clue. Well, I'm wondering if about is an anagram indicator for no swearing. Yeah, it is. And it's not Norse women, it's Norwegians. So, no swearing is an anagram of Norwegians, and Norwegians are descendants of Vikings, for sure. Book of Songs. This is Numbers. Numbers is a book of the Bible, and a number is also a song. So, double definition. Figure has Sumerian features. Features could be a hidden indicator, and it is. So, to assume is to figure, and then within has Sumerian, beginning with the A of has, we can read assume. A second layer devoid of colour, this is ashen. A is A, second is S, the abbreviation. Layer is hen, because they lay eggs, and ashen means devoid of colour. Entertainer, Dean sues mistakenly, this is danseuse. S here. So, a danseuse is an entertainer, and mistakenly is an anagram indicator for Dean sues. Laid back cardinal holding large guitar. Yeah, this is relaxed. So relaxed means laid back. Cardinal is red, and I'm not totally sure why, but it is. I don't know if there's a religious connection, but cardinal does mean red. Holding or containing large, L, the clothing abbreviation, and guitar, KX. Oh wow, look at this, KX and H. That's a good site. Traders here, surely stock exchange. Swapping cattle for sheep. Yeah, cattle and sheep are both types of stock, so you might think that a stock exchange could refer to a place where you exchange cattle and sheep. But even if you, whether or not you think that, it's certainly a place where you find traders. Broadcasters, outstanding. Offering at Eisteddfod. Yes, so broadcasters is a homophone indicator. Now, outstanding is owed, O-W-E-D, and that sounds like the answer. And an ode is a poem, therefore something which you might hear at an Eisteddfod. Joint. Gosh, orphan clue. No further help for this one. Joint squad. Carrying out. Visit to begin with. Gosh, what is this? Joint could suggest the word begins co or com. Squad. Team. Carrying out. Visit to begin with. Wow, that's pretty frightening, but I think I do need to come back to that. Investigation. Extinguishing parties, revival. Gosh, could this be Renaissance? So, investigation is reconnaissance. Extinguishing parties is removing CON, which is short for Conservative, which is a political party in the United Kingdom. So reconnaissance without CON leaves Renaissance, which is a revival. Revolutionary Soviet leader beheaded in square. So revolutionary is a reversal indicator. The Soviet leader is Lenin, beheaded without the head, L, that leaves N in, reversed gives 9, and 9 is a square because it's the square of 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Leave this young fellow's hat. This is Stetson. So, stet is a Latin word, but it's also used in the modern age to mean don't change, or ignore this offered change. And young fellow is son, and Stet and son gives Stetson, which is a hat. Judge, beginning to swear, surrounded by fools. Yeah, this is assess. To assess is to judge. Beginning to swear is the initial letter of swear. Surrounded by fools, surrounded by asses. Now, let me do my very quick typo check before the final push. All the acrosses look fine. Yeah, the down's looking good. So, let me see if I can mop up the top right. Yeah, this is archetype. So an archetype is a model. Sports car is E-type. Going under bridge, going under arch. Time taken to resolve complaint. Yes, this is just a misleading or cryptic definition. The complaint isn't one where you're complaining about something. It's a medical complaint. So time taken to resolve a medical complaint is convalescence. A setter's offspring, might one say. Yeah, this is sun. So the sun sets, and might one say is a homophone indicator. Offspring is son, S-O-N, and that sounds like the answer. So there we go, one clue to go. Just rechecking all of the crossing letters. What about this E, considerate? Donates rice crackers. That contains 2 E's. Yeah, and we've got 2 E's. Joint, squad, carrying out, visit to begin with. You think visit to begin with indicates the letter V. Well, coverall fits the letter pattern. Let me just put this in case it's right. I don't see that it works in terms of definition or wordplay. Joint, squad, carrying out, visit to begin with. Visit is call, but call, how is that being indicated as being over? As being around the word over. Joint. I don't like this, I'm removing it. And I am going to persevere with this clue. 16 minutes down. What could squad mean apart from team? Carrying out visit. Gosh. Carrying out visit to begin with could be the initial letters of carrying out visit. And I think to begin with definitely looks like part of the wordplay. So in terms of the definition, we're looking for a joint. Does a coverall mean a joint? No, it just doesn't. Joint squad. A joint squad could be something like a co-team. Carrying out visit. Well, I think carrying means contained. Out visit to begin with are the initial letters of out and visit. So I think the whole thing is a joint, and we're looking for a 6-letter word meaning squad, which contains OV. And the 6-letter squad is blank E, blank A, blank L. So if it was coverall, that would be CER all. Well, that doesn't mean squad. But I think this V is valid. The whole thing means joint. Dovetail. Wow. Yes. So a dovetail is a joint. A squad is a detail in military terms. Carrying or containing out visit to begin with, the initial letters of out and visit. Phew. Okay, so every clue solved, every clue explained. No empty squares. Submit. Submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Wow. Well, there jolly nearly was one. Dovetail really had me spooked for a while, and it's very tricky with these clues where you stumble over them, where you have one candidate answer that you can't fully justify, like coverall. Fortunately for me, coverall was such a hopelessly lame effort that it failed to fit any single element of the clue, so I wasn't suckered into trying it. And I persevered and came out with a better and correct answer. But super puzzle from the Times, as always. Now there's a new bit of news from the Times. They have changed one of their conventions in terms of crossword construction, and an example of a convention is that there's only one hidden clue per puzzle. Well, another of their conventions is that you cannot refer to a living person within a clue. Well, they've dropped it. So from now on, living people can be referred to within the Times crossword. So I'm super excited in terms of looking forward to the first crossword recorded for the channel, which includes a living person. So do look out for that. I hope I don't miss it. Now, in terms of this puzzle, I would say that was fairly straightforward, apart from Dovetail. And I would say the snitch for this is probably in the 60s or 70s. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this solve. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next times.